What's going on, guys? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and tomorrow is game day as the Indianapolis Colts are traveling to San Fran to take on the 49ers in a huge Sunday night football game. So, in today's video, I'm going to talk about the things I'll be watching for in tomorrow's game. And the first thing we have to talk about is the weather, because I believe this is going to be a huge factor in who wins or who loses tomorrow. Because as far as we know right now, the weather's going to be pretty bad. It's not going to be fun. It's going to be pretty nasty. So it's going to affect the offenses and how they play. So I'm very curious to see how it affects them because they want to pass the ball more than they probably will tomorrow. With the 49ers, they know the Colts secondary is injured, so they want to take advantage of it. But maybe they won't be able to do it as much as they initially wanted to because of the weather. And then you go to the Colts side of things. Frank Reich wants to pass the ball a lot with Carson Wentz. You know it because Carson Wentz has been great. He's been awesome, these last few weeks. So I'm sure Frank Reich wants to continue that and continue passing the football with him because he's only going to get better and better as each week goes by. But now they're probably not going to pass the ball as much either. So I'm very curious to see how it's going to affect them. I'm also going to be watching this Colts run game and just how effective they can be against the 49ers run defense because the 49ers have a good run defense. They're not easy to run on. So I'm very curious to see what the Colts can do against that defense. You got Jonathan Taylor, who's been the best running back in the NFL, not named Derrick Henry. He's been awesome these last few weeks. So I'm very curious to see if he continues to do what he's been doing these last few weeks or if the 49ers slow him down. That's something I'll be watching for. Also, Marlon Mack. That's another guy I'm going to be watching for because when you use him, he's been really good for us, especially in that Baltimore game. He was really good. So I'm curious to see how much they use him and how effective he can be. And then with Hines, I'm sure Hines will run the ball in this game more than he probably would. So I'm curious to see what he does against this team. So look, if the Colts run game can't get it going this week, you're going to have to rely on Carson Wentz. And I trust Carson Wentz to get us the win. But this weather is not pretty, and you want to be successful running the football in weather like this if you're going to win the game. So that's something I'll be watching for. Also, can the Colts O-line hold off guys like Nick Bosa and D Ford? That edge presence that the 49ers have is one of, if not the best in the entire NFL. Nick Bosa is a monster. So is D Ford. D Ford is really good too. So can the Colts O-line, with Quentin Nelson coming back, can they hold off guys like Nick Bosa and D Ford? That's something I'm very curious about because I like what I saw from Matt Pryor. It's going to be very difficult for him in this game. And then also with Eric Fisher, I feel like he's getting better. Yeah, he had some hiccups in the last game on those penalties, but I feel like he's getting better. And I feel like with Nelson next to him, he's going to continue to play better. But still, these two guys, they're monsters. They're very, very difficult to stop. So I'm very curious to see how the Colts do against these guys. These guys are going to be big in this game for the 49ers. So that's something I'll be watching for. Also, the man is returning to San Francisco. It is DeForest Buckner. Will he have a big day against his former team? That's something I'll be watching for too because DeForest Buckner has said, hey, I'm taking this game a little personal. So I want to see, does he get the Jimmy G? Does he hit him a couple times? Does he, cause havoc like he can? That's something I'm very curious about because this would be the game where DeForest Buckner can be like, hey, you guys probably shouldn't have traded me because look what I can do. And I'm going to show you guys what I can do against you. So I'm very curious. I think he's going to have a big day today or tomorrow. I think he will. I think he's going to have 2 sacks at the very least. I think he's going to be a monster today. He's going to take advantage of this 49ers offensive line that is not healthy, which we're going to get more into in a little bit. And I believe he's going to get the Jimmy G. I believe he's going to hit him, bring him down. I believe he's going to stop the run. He's going to cause a lot of havoc. This might be the best game of his career because he's taking this personal. And whenever somebody like DeForest Buckner is taking something personal, yeah, expect big things. And the last thing I'm going to be watching for in tomorrow's game is going to be the Colts defensive line and if they can create pressure on Jimmy G with Trent Williams potentially being out for tomorrow's game. Because on the injury report that the 49ers put out on Friday, I believe, it had Trent Williams listed as doubtful. So if he's out or if he plays and he's not 100%, which would be the case if he plays, can the Colts take advantage of that and bring pressure to Jimmy G, causing him to make some mistakes or just bring them to the ground? That's something I'm going to be watching for. Quiddy Pay is going to have a big game today coming off the edge. He's just going to have to. He's got to prove why he was taken in the first round. Like, I love Quiddy. I really do. I think he's going to be great. But I do think this needs to be that game where he says, hello, I'm here, and this is why they took me. So he needs to have a big game. I want Muhammad to have a big game too, coming off the edge. And then DeForest Buckner. We talked about him earlier, but I expect him to have a big game. So with Trent Williams, with as good as he is, potentially being out, I'm going to be watching this defensive line and seeing if they can create pressure. So thank you all for watching. I'm going to have a official pregame video uploaded tomorrow morning, so be on the lookout for that. And thank you for watching. If you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon. That way you're notified whenever I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smash that like button. Let me know in the comments below, what are you watching for in tomorrow's game? Let me know down below. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt. Bleed Blue, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other two videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.